When you say dancehall,
Uh,
are you allowing people doing dancehall as well?
why dancehall music of all? That's actually a very weird question. You know, because I also asked myself, like, why dancehall of everything? I think it's because of our upbringing. If you, my father listened to a lot of reggae and a lot of pop. So this is so we grew up around like Bob Marley, Tina Turner, Judy Butcher. My mom used to listen to her. Paula Abdullah. My mom used to listen to her as well. Michael Jackson. So we grew up around a pop and reggae because my dad when he has one of his nights he just loves to jam to reggae. So he would come home like some days. I remember the Bob Marley song. It's called "Coming In from the Cold." So my dad would come home drunk some days, and he would show us how they used to dance to that song when they were in university. So they used to cover themselves in like bed sheets. They were probably stoned and high, and then they would go onto the dance floor, coming in, coming in, coming in from the cold. So these are like some of the childhood memories I have as a kid and how music influenced us. And Bob Marley and Jamaican because we had an uncle, my uncle Taki. He was one of the dancehall pioneers in Malawi, alongside people like Ane Matumbi and other guys. We're talking about the early '90s and maybe the '80s as well. So these guys were the first guys that were dancehall pioneers, and we were just fascinated as kids the way he spoke. Because whenever my uncle came over to say hi to my mom, he always presented himself in this very catchy way, right? So he would be like, "Wow, little picnics," So he always really loved to mess with us, and he spoke with the Jamaican accent. He spoke patois, basically, and we were just fascinated by that, and we used to write a lot of lyrics and poems as kids, and somehow we just loved the way it sounded, the patois, because patois is a mixture of English and the languages that the slaves that were transported to Jamaica. So it's basically a watered down version of all of that, similar to Creole spoken in Ghana. So then we loved it, and because most of those guys are my brothers we like to consider ourselves academics, like my dad. So we always like to get into things. So we decided, why don't we teach ourselves the language just the same way you teach yourself English? So that's where you get all these words. Instead of hold on, you be like hola, Yeah, that's how basically is the story about how we came to know the music. I hope that helps. Yeah, so welcome to 360 with Teeps, and I hope that you can join me on my little journey of not just self-discovery, but discovering all the beauty of the world, because I believe each one of us has something to offer. And if we can empower others to be themselves, then the world will be a better place, a soul at a time. Stay safe, be cool, be kind. Thank you. I love you.